Well, what's going on, folks? Just about to go to bed. It is almost 12:30 at night, and then I look up, and then I see all of the stuff coming out from Breanna Stewart. Now, Breanna Stewart has reacted to Cathy Engelbert's quotes on the show. You can check out my last video where I was actually talking about that. And let me be honest with you. I like Breanna Stewart, but I think the perspective that they're taking in this particular instance, you're stating your opinion, but you're talking about something that you cannot do realistically. Let me read the quote. To be honest, I saw the interview today, and since then have been in talks with Terry at the WNBA. I think it's disappointing to hear because the way that the fans have surged, especially behind Caitlin and Angel coming into this league, but also bringing like a race aspect to a different level. And you know, there's no place for that in our sport. I think that's really what it is. We want our sport to be inclusive for race, for gender, and really a place where people can be themselves. So we wish, obviously, Cathy would have used her platform in a different way and have made that a little bit better, just telling the fans enough is enough. Become a fan of our sport, and for the new ones, lock in on everybody. But don't be disrespectful, because as a league, we stick together and there's no place for that. That is a great quote. Unfortunately, there's no way you can execute that. And I think, in my opinion, I don't agree with them putting that on Cathy Engelbert. Because here's the reality of the situation. You as players cannot dictate what fans say, think, or do outside of the arena. Let me say that again. You as players, you cannot dictate what fans can say, think, or do outside of where you play. Especially when you're talking about the digital landscape, social media, and everything that comes with that. When you put yourself out there on a podcast or you got a YouTube channel, whatever the situation is, if you putting it out there, you already know it's going to come back at you. You always going to get negative. You always going to get positive. That's the way it's always been. And everybody in the league now is crystal clear how this social media thing works. And if they are really believing that Cathy Engelbert or Breanna Stewart or whoever you want to put up on a soapbox can tell fans what they can and can't say, that is not going to happen. So while that is it is a very strong quote from Breanna Stewart, it is, in my opinion, very unrealistic. Because what you're asking for is for the fans to do what they're supposed to do. But you can't control that element. No one ever has been able to control that element. That's wishful thinking. I wish Cathy, we wish, obviously, Cathy would have used her platform in a different way and have made that a little bit better. How is Cathy Engelbert going to make that better? How is Cathy Engelbert looking into a camera and say, you fans have got to do a better job? How is that going to change anything? It's not. It would probably make the situation worse. You can't tell the people on the outside what to do. You can't tell them people on the outside not to spend their money. Because let's be real, some of them people that are trolling, some of them people that you don't like, some of them people that you hate aren't fans of your favorite player. Some of them same people that are spending money on the league, whether you like it or not. That comes with the territory. That comes with being mainstream. The WNBA as a league has done a terrible job adjusting to the visibility that they now have. And I'm talking from the players on up. They have done a garbage job about that. You got to take the good with the bad. You are mainstream now. All the visibility, all the accolades, all of the attention that you wanted for all these 28 years, now you got it. But when you get it, it comes with some stuff that is not so nice. But you got to deal with it. What have I been saying? You got to play the game, but the game ain't fair. You cannot ask Cathy Engelbert to tell the fans what to do. Breanna Stewart, one of my favorite players. You cannot tell the fans what to do. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, cannot tell the fans what to do. That's the stuff you got to deal with. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes Angel and Caitlin and Dejanay and everybody else, sometimes you're going to have to get off of Twitter for a while. You're going to have to let it breathe and not say nothing. You cannot control that element. So again, strong statement by Breanna Stewart, but I think it's very unrealistic.